Poor girl. This one should fall apart. It's too far away to read their sign. So she knows it's that part. Oh, look at she'll run out of convertibles. Number 10.
That's the Corvette. Dark ones are Mercedes.
This land always looked like they were unbalanced. They're not the 100 queens. They haven't been doing that.
How you doing?
Say hi.
Oh, there's Sherman. I was looking for Sherman. He's up above you.
There he is. Even saved it. What the heck?
Maybe not.
The other ones are having one that way and they're having fun.
Oh yeah, you probably. You know what I mean?
Lampeter Community Fair and the 67th Annual Fair Queen Contest. We are so glad you're able to join us this evening for this special event. My name is Ben Feeney and I have the pleasure of serving as the Lampeter Strasburg High School Principal. In addition, I have the opportunity to serve tonight as the Master of Ceremonies for this event. Please allow me to introduce this evening's judges. Our first judge is Tiffany Bell, and her husband Dave Bell live in Nottingham, Pennsylvania, with their son David. Her newly married daughter Caitlin, along with her new husband Zane, live in Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Tiffany works as a pricing analyst for Zoetis, as well as helps out on her family's beef herd, B&R Angus. She serves on the Women's Committee at Grace Bible Chapel in Maryland, serves as a supervisor for West Nottingham Township, and leads the Chester County 4-H Beef Club. When not working at her day job or helping on the farm, Tiffany enjoys going to cattle shows with her family, heading to the mountains, or enjoying a good meal and laughter with family and friends. Tiffany served as the 1986 Pennsylvania Angus Queen. She is thrilled to be involved in serving the amazing youth in West Lampeter's Fair. Our second judge is Elizabeth Voigt. She grew up on a small farm in Fredericksburg, Pennsylvania. Growing up, she was active within her church, played basketball and soccer year-round, and was a piano student for several years. She was a member of the Lebanon County 4-H Livestock Club, the 4-H Horse Latigo Club, and the Livestock Judging Team, and is active in Pennsylvania and National Junior Angus Associations. And she showed quarter horses, Angus cattle, market steers, and pigs on a local, state, and national level. In 2017, she served as the Lebanon Area Fair Queen and then went on to compete and was crowned the 2018 Pennsylvania State Fair Queen. Elizabeth graduated from Penn State University with a degree in education. While in college, she played club basketball, danced in Thon, and was a member of Zeta Tau Alpha sorority and Campus Crusade for Christ. In June, Elizabeth competed at the 2024 Miss Pennsylvania USA pageant. She was first runner-up. She is signed with NV Models and Talent and plans to pursue her interest in modeling while working as a first-grade teacher in the Cornwall Lebanon School District. Finally, our third judge is Tammy Butler Sontag. She is a native of Lancaster and currently resides in York Springs, PA with her husband Robert. She is a proud mother of 3 children. Tammy graduated from Lampeter Strasburg High School and is a member of the Lampeter Strasburg Athletic Hall of Fame. Tammy earned both her Bachelor of Science and Master's degrees from Shippensburg University. She spent 29 years teaching at the Shippensburg Area School District, and at the end of her teaching career, she ventured out to follow her dream of opening her own bridal shop, Tamsin's Bridal in Butler Manor. Tammy is glad to be back contributing to her hometown community. Please give tonight's judges a round of applause. Please allow me to introduce the 2023 West Lampeter Fair Queen, Sarah Blount, who is being escorted by her mother, Veronica Blount. Allow me to also introduce the 2023 West Lampeter Fair Queen alternate, Sydney Albright, who is being escorted by her father, David Albright. Please allow me to introduce this evening's candidates. Our first candidate is Remy Colosi. Representing band, she is the daughter of Michael and Heather Colosi of Lancaster and is being escorted by Tobias Weaver, son of Kent and Aaron Weaver of Strasbourg. Our next contestant is Savannah Weber, representing Fellowship of Christian Students, daughter of Adam and Beth Weber of Willis Street, escorted by Jacob Herr, son of Jeff and Ruth Herr of Strasbourg. Next up is Ava Immel, representing Garden Spot FFA, daughter of Doug and Angela Immel of Strasbourg, escorted by Jack Ross, son of Jerry and Molly Ross of Willis Street. Next we have Gabby Graver, representing Interact, daughter of Dustin and Tiara Graver of Lancaster. Tonight she's being escorted by Connor Hess, son of Stephen and Kirsten Hess of Lancaster. Next up, Emma Williams, representing LS Minithon, daughter of Randy and Lisa Williams of Lancaster, escorted by Reed Schultz. He is the son of Stephen and Jill Schultz of Strasbourg. Next we have Annalise Sauvé, representing LS Model UN, daughter of Paul and Kristen Sauvé of Lancaster, escorted by Shrey Singh, son of Rashi and Harjit Singh of Lancaster. Caitlin Churchill, representing Mock Trial Club, daughter of Jackie Churchill of Lancaster and Eric Gardner, escorted by Harper Switek, son of Rebecca Hawks of Willis Street. Next we have Drea Rice, representing National Honor Society, daughter of Chris and Amy Rice of Lancaster, escorted by Carson Zook, son of Randy and Lori Zook of Willis Street. Anna Reed, representing Pioneer Page Turners Club, daughter of Chris and Ron Reed of Strasbourg, escorted by James Applegrin, son of Rhiannon and Conrad Applegrin of Strasbourg. Layla Gipe, representing Scrubs Club, daughter of Sean and Allison Gipe of West Lampeter, escorted by Brady Christensen, son of Wendell and Courtney Christensen of West Lampeter. Kira Smecker, representing daughter of Jeff and Megan Smecker of Lampeter, escorted by Michael Colosi, son of Michael and Heather Colosi of Lancaster. Logan Crandall, representing STEM Club, daughter of Rob and Suzette Crandall, escorted by Alexander Weiss, son of Chris and Lauren Weiss of Lampeter. Mackenzie Westerland, representing Student Council, daughter of Chuck and Ellen Westerland of Willis Street, escorted by Chase Lawver, son of Chad and Jennifer Lawver of Lancaster. Our final contestant is Chloe Stone, representing Varsity Club, daughter of Jennifer Stone of Lampeter and Stephen Stone of Lampeter. Tonight she is being escorted by her father, Stephen Stone. At this time we would ask all who are able to stand for our national anthem to be sung by a group of former Fair Queens.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much. How about one more round of applause for our former Fair Queens? Prior to this evening, the 14 candidates submitted an essay on what the fair means to my community, and they each had a brief interview with the judges. This evening we'll begin with initial introductions from the candidates themselves, moving on to first round questions, then the announcement of the 5 semifinalists, followed by a second round question for the top 5 candidates. And lastly, the announcement of the 2024 West Lampeter Fair alternate and queen. I will now ask each candidate to come up and briefly introduce themselves. Candidate number 1, please come to the microphone.
Good evening, family and friends of West Lampeter. My name is Remy Colosi and I am representing the Pride of the Blue and White, the Pioneer Marching Band. For the past 50 years, the marching band has been delighting our community with our performances at every LS football game, our stand tunes that ring out under the Friday night lights, and our lively coalitions with other local bands. In my time with the band, I've had the opportunity to become more involved with the fair through our band burger stand and our annual performance in the arena. I feel so lucky to have seen behind the scenes at this place that I have so many fond memories of. That being said, you can probably tell that how much music means to me being a part of the band, LS's choir, and the Madrigal Singers. So, as Fair Queen, my goal would be to bring the same joy to you through music as it brings to me, through notes on the scale, through music. Thank you.
Next candidate, Savannah Weber.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Savannah Weber, and I'm honored to be here on behalf of the Fellowship of Christian Students. I would like to thank my lovely parents, Adam and Beth Weber, for supporting me. Our club strives to provide a welcome environment for our entire student body where they can expand and explore their faith and build uplifting relationships with their peers and with the Lord. Our goal is to show kindness and love and support to our entire community and everyone around us. If I were to be crowned Fair Queen, I would be blessed because it gives me the opportunity to show the leadership, support, and devotion that my club upholds. I'd like to thank all of you for being here tonight to support me and the rest of the girls behind me. Thank you.
Next up, Ava Immel.
Good evening, West Lampeter Fair. My name is Ava Immel, and I'm the daughter of Douglas and Angela Immel. And tonight, I have the opportunity of representing the Garden Spot FFA chapter as our West Lampeter Community Fair Queen candidate. My first true fair experience was here the week before fair actually started, where it helped set up all the exhibits, as well as the week of fair, where I'd help cook in the FFA food stand. My goal as Fair Queen is to cultivate the same sense of pride and belonging in the younger generation that I have cherished throughout my own fair experiences as well. On behalf of myself, as well as the Garden Spot FFA chapter, we warmly welcome you to the 100th year of the annual West Lampeter Community Fair. Thank you.
Our next candidate, Gabby Graber.
Good evening, West Lampeter community and judges. My name is Gabby Graber. I'm the daughter of Dustin and Tiara Graber. As co-president, it is my pleasure to be representing the Interact Club tonight. The Interact Club is a division of Rotary International. We have over 500,000 members worldwide. I am proud to say that the Pioneer Interact Club is recognized as the largest club internationally with over 200 members. We offer students 9th through 12th grade the opportunity to volunteer within their community and beyond. Past events have included providing hurricane aid in Louisiana and Mississippi, laying wreaths across America at Fort Indiantown Gap, and working at an orphanage in the Dominican Republic. As the next Fair Queen, it would be an honor to share the legacy of the West Lampeter Fair and represent the community my family has called home since 1951. Thank you.
Next candidate, Emma Williams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emma Williams, and I am the daughter of Randy and Lisa Williams. Tonight, I am representing our LS Minithon Club. Minithon is a club that brings awareness and raises money for pediatric cancer. We do this through various fundraisers, and our largest one being our actual Minithon night. At Minithon, we spend 12 hours overnight at school and raise money for 4 Diamonds. 4 Diamonds is a foundation that represents Thon and Minithon and takes our money that we fundraise and puts it towards therapy, research, and overall just support for families that are struggling with cancer. If I was crowned Fair Queen tonight, I would use my title to inspire the younger generation of students, ensure that all the traditions that we have made over the 100 years stay strong, and serve my community with respect and honor. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Next up, Annalise Salve.
Good evening. My name is Annalise Sauve, and I am the daughter of Paul and Kristen Sauve. I am representing Model United Nations tonight, in which I serve as the Vice President. Model UN focuses on debating international politics while using parliamentary procedure. As part of the club, we compete against local schools in the greater Lancaster area. It would be an immense honor to be the 2024 to 2025 Fair Queen. Thank you.
Our next candidate, Caitlin Churchill.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Caitlin Churchill, and I'm the daughter of Jackie Churchill and Eric Gardner, and I am representing the Mock Trial Club. The Mock Trial Club gives students who are interested in pursuing a career in law and those who are just interested in learning more an outlet to learn about legal procedures with the help of our local communities, judges, and attorneys. I believe that the Fair Queen is a very important pillar of the West Lampeter Fair, as she is a positive role model within our community through her actions and volunteering at the fair. To be Fair Queen to me would be an honor, so I could be that role model and help the younger generations through my actions. Thank you.
Our next candidate, Drea Rice.
Good evening. My name is Drea Rice, and I am the daughter of Chris and Amy Rice. Tonight, I am representing National Honor Society. NHS is a club at LS that recognizes students who embody the qualities of scholarship, leadership, character, and service. NHS is actively involved in the community. This year, NHS is hosting and sponsoring a trunk or treat in October. In the past, NHS has also held a financial aid night for high school students and parents and volunteered at the Lampeter Elementary School Fun Fair. If I were to be Fair Queen, I would be carrying on the traditions and values of the fair into a new century. I grew up coming to the fair, and as a little girl, the Fair Queen became someone I looked up to. The Fair Queen is gracious, generous, and cares about her community. Tonight, we are lucky to be in the presence of many of these women. It would be an honor to represent my fair as the Fair Queen. Thank you for this opportunity.
Next up, Anna Reed.
Hello everyone! Can you believe we're here for the 100th anniversary of the West Lampeter Fair? My name is Anna Reed, daughter of Chris and Ron Reed, and today I am pleased to be representing the Pioneer Page Turners Club. The Pioneer Page Turners Club is a close-knit community of students in the school that love and encourage reading in and outside of school. As a Fair Queen, it is important to advocate for the community you grew up in, and then also to be a role model to the younger generation of the little girls wanting to be queens or princesses. Thank you so much.
Our next candidate, Layla Gipe.
Good evening. My name is Layla Gipe, and I'm honored to be here tonight representing Scrubs Club. Scrubs Club is a club open to all high school students interested in pursuing a career in the medical field. Scrubs Club aims to provide students with enhanced knowledge of experiences and opportunities within the medical field. As a club, we like to give back to our community through partnerships with Lancaster General Hospital and raising money for organ and tissue donation awareness through the organization Donate Life. I would love to give back to my community by being the West Lampeter Fair Queen to show respect and leadership and my love and passion for the fair. Thank you.
Our next candidate, Kira Smecker.
Good evening, West Lampeter Fair. My name is Kira Smecker, and I am the daughter of Megan Smecker and Jeff Smecker. I am here tonight as a Fair Queen candidate representing the 2024 to 2025 Lampeter Strasburg Ski and Snowboard Club. I myself have been skiing since 2nd grade and have participated in this club for all 4 years of high school. Our club helps with inclusivity, including those of all levels of skiing and snowboarding, ranging from the green slopes to the black diamonds. Diversity, bringing people from all over and traveling to new mountains, and connection, getting to know the stories of those others hitting the slopes alongside you. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I am honored to be here participating in this wonderful tradition, and I hope you all feel warmly welcomed to the 100th anniversary of the West Lampeter Fair.
Our next candidate is Logan Crandall.
Good evening. My name is Logan Crandall, and I'm representing the STEM Club. The STEM Club stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, and the STEM Club allows all students the opportunities to explore STEM-related careers and skills, and allows students to be creative and to be problem solvers. I would be honored to represent my community as West Lampeter Fair Queen, and I would be honored to represent my town at state level and share the local traditions and the importance of agriculture in my community. Thank you.
Our next contestant, Mackenzie Westerland.
Good evening. My name is Mackenzie Westerland, and I am the daughter of Chuck and Ellen Westerland. I am representing Student Council. Student Council works to serve and support our student body through planning and hosting various events such as the food drive, homecoming, and powder puff. If I was given the opportunity to be the West Lampeter Community Fair Queen, I would enjoy the chance to represent this community and be a role model to the younger generation. Thank you.
And our final contestant, Chloe Stone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all enjoying your time at the fair so far. My name is Chloe Stone, and my parents are Stephen and Jennifer Stone of Lampeter. Tonight, I am representing the varsity club, in which our motto is Pioneer Strong. To win Fair Queen, I would be honored. I would love to be a role model for all the little children in our community and show them how to run the community and be a good support. Thank you.
We're now going to move into our first round questions with each of our contestants. Please note that each of the questions were randomly selected. Would contestant number 1 please report to the microphone? Can you describe the importance of the fair's livestock competitions?
In a community centered around agriculture, livestock is very important. Showing livestock allows buyers to see their options and potentially purchase them. The livestock shows at the West Lampeter Fair are a great attraction that bring many people from all around to see. I personally have friends who show livestock, and I watch the livestock shows every year, and it's an amazing chance to see their hard work paying off. Livestock has fed our community for generations and generations. So therefore, the livestock shows are a great attraction, a reminder of our past, and a great way to see our friends and family succeed.
Thank you. Candidate number 2. How would you promote the fair to those who have never attended?
How I would promote the fair would possibly be getting it more into the school. Our clubs could be more involved and share more about the fair in that aspect. Promote the fair also more on social media. A lot of people our age nowadays have social media, so to get it out that way would be also a good way to have everyone see it and to promote it in a better way.
Thank you. Candidate number 3. What are some of the key traditions of the West Lampeter Community Fair?
Growing up as a child, I'd always attend the fair for one of two things. Either to go get a milkshake, or my favorite thing was to head to the livestock barns to go see the animals. As a child, one of my favorite things was always heading to the barn to go pet all the animals there. As a lover of animals, I started riding horses around the age of 10, and from then on, today, I still do. At the West Lampeter Fair, it's a huge tradition to have livestock showers and livestock showmen to show these livestocks. Now, as a fair, these are also student projects. The students are raising these animals all year long. And this goes for the same exhibits that we see in the tents. Everyone who is showing their exhibits here work hard on these exhibits.
I believe this is such an important tradition because this is a role model for our future generations. Showing them the hard work, dedication, and the work that we put in makes this fair not only different, but sets and roots our fair in tradition. I believe for the upcoming century of our fair, it is so important to see these traditions and hold them true. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 4. What is your favorite event or attraction at the West Lampeter Community Fair and why?
My favorite attraction here at the West Lampeter Fair is definitely going to be being able to see all the animals and all the livestock. Not only is it because like, oh, they're cute animals, I can go pet them, but being able to see how hard people have worked to be able to grow these animals and show them and sell them, and how much time and effort that they put into it.
Thank you. Candidate number 5. How does the fair contribute to building a sense of community?
I think the fair builds a sense of community because people of all ages attend. Since I was a little girl, I would always come to the fair from the early dismissal and see all the attractions, all the exhibits, eat all the food, all the animals, and since then I have come every single year. I know so many people in this community who have come year after year doing what they love, seeing all the local businesses, and I think not only do people attend, but people are involved with the quilts, all the art, all the animals, and of course all the people who donate food, make the food. I think we can all clearly see that community is very built into the fair, and I can't wait to see it grow. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 6. Can you share your favorite memory of attending the West Lampeter Community Fair?
I think my favorite memory had to have happened last year. I am an officer of Interact, and I was an officer of the Interact Club last year as well. I had the opportunity to help in the pizza stand all last year, and as an officer, I also had responsibilities to make sure our members were where they needed to be in their respective food stands. I had such a fun time checking in with all of our members and getting to hear about what they were doing at their individual stand. And then I had so much fun getting to help the community when I was helping at the pizza stand, and just having that opportunity to interact with so many people. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 7. How does the fair support local farmers and producers?
The fair supports local farmers and producers by having a tent where they can show off their prized produce. From the largest pumpkin, from the largest sunflower head, there are different ways for our farmers to show off their produce and get involved. There are also ways for them to get involved in our business tents where they can advertise different things through there. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 8. How do you think the fair impacts the local community?
The fair impacts the local community by providing a place for everyone to come to. My parents did not grow up around here, and my mom was able to find out about the fair through LS. She is a teacher there, and she would bring her kids here on field trips. I also experienced that as a little girl. I have come to love the fair, and it's a place I love coming to every year. It is a place for us to come together and celebrate all of our hard work and how we can come together as a community each year. It's a special place to connect with family and friends and meet new people you've never seen before. It allows people from any place and everywhere to come and feel connected. Nobody feels left out, and we all feel together as one in this place of the fair that we call home. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 9. How would you encourage younger generations to get involved in the fair?
As growing up in Lampeter, and I experienced the fair from a very young age from my parents who entered food items, artwork, and almost anything into the fair. And I would encourage the younger generation to also get involved and just put work into art and food items with their family to encourage them to work hard and the determination behind that in order to be an active participant. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 10. What would you like to see added to the 101st West Lampeter Community Fair?
I would love for there to be a spirit week at Lampeter Strasburg High School in all of the different schools to get people truly excited for the fair, especially new students who don't understand the significance of what this means to our community, because we center our lives so much around the Lampeter Fair for 1 week out of the year. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 11. How do you think the fair contributes to preserving local agricultural heritage?
Our fair is a place of agriculture. We are a farm show centered fair. We're not like any ordinary fair. We don't have rides, we don't have big attractions. Our fair is mainly centered around agriculture. Here, farmers are able to come and they are able to showcase their hard work through showcasing their produce, showing animals, and more that increases their impact on the community. Not only are they able to show their animals and the hard work, but they have a community of people behind them to support them and to show their love and appreciation for what it does for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 12. What message would you like to leave with fairgoers if selected as queen?
If selected as queen, the message that I would give out to people is that community is the #1 priority in the fair. I think that the bonds that this community has formed from the fair over the generations is amazing, and that it should continue into further generations.
Thank you. Candidate number 13. What role do agricultural fairs like this play in education to the public?
Agricultural roles like this play a factor by people who don't know as much about agriculture can come here and learn about it, and they can also see everything that we produce and the farm animals that we raise that some fairs may not know that much about, but they can learn it here and see it, and maybe they can take it to their fairs as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 14. What does the West Lampeter Community Fair mean to you personally?
The fair has always been an out for me whenever I was struggling at school or struggling with my friends. I was always able to come here and feel at home with all the different tents and all the different activities and the different types of food. I was always able to make new friends and grow new connections. Thank you.
Please give our contestants one more round of applause. We now ask that our escorts return to the stage as scores are being tabulated. We'd also ask that all fair queens please report to the arena now. $100 and a trophy sponsored by Next to Nature Landscaping. In addition, her sponsoring organization will receive $50. The alternate will receive $50 and her sponsoring organization will receive $35. All remaining contestants will receive $25 and their sponsoring organization will receive $20. The Fair Queen will be awarded a $500 scholarship for further education. The first runner-up will receive a $250 scholarship for further education provided by Cooper Printing and the Martin family. The corsages and bouquets for tonight's Fair Queen competition are compliments of Kimrick Landscape. By accepting the title, tonight's Fair Queen will participate in the Pennsylvania State Fair Convention and State Fair Queen competition held in January in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I would like to thank the sponsors of the Fair Queen program. Patron sponsors include Weigel Counseling Associates and Jenkins Travel. Bronze sponsors are Mex Country Cottage, Village Green Golf, and Good Harvest Farms. To learn more information about how to become a patron, bronze, silver, or gold sponsor, please contact the Fair Queen Committee or a member of the West Lampeter Fair Board of Directors. Or you can reach them at the West Lampeter Fair website, westlampeterfair.com. Please join me in thanking the West Lampeter Fair Queen Committee and tonight's sponsors. This year's Fair Committee is made up of Anita Martin, Tina Shockey, and Julie Stinson. We thank them for all their hard work and efforts on putting tonight's program together. Please give them a round of applause. Now I would like to introduce the 2023 West Lampeter Community Fair Queen, Sarah Blount, to share her thoughts and give her farewell speech.
Every September, hundreds of locals come together and gather at the fairgrounds to reconnect with friends, family, and carry on the tradition. The West Lampeter Fair is a pillar in our community, one that I am fortunate to be a part of. As much as we enjoy seeing familiar faces each year, we also welcome newcomers to the celebration. I can honestly say that the West Lampeter Community Fair would love for you to join us at the next one, the 100th annual celebration. You must first understand what our fair looks like before you can even consider coming. Our fair is special in that it lasts 3 days. This implies a more densely packed agenda filled with exciting events each day. The smell of gasoline from the tractors greets you as you reach the grounds, as does the fresh scent of bacon burgers from the marching band's burger stand. The bright yellow and green tents are lined with vendors thrilled to speak to anyone interested in listening. Towards the back of the grounds, there are countless livestock waiting to be sold by eager students. The show ring stands proudly in the middle of the fairgrounds and hosts different events each night. The Barnyard Dash is extremely popular among the youth, who look forward to the annual Greased Pig Chase. Tractor game shows are one of my personal favorites, as drivers race around the arena in hopes of winning the grand prize. The Baby Parade is a crowd favorite, and the adorable faces and costumes bring smiles to all those watching. Our fair is unique. The first community fairs had the purpose of increasing public awareness of agriculture and providing venues for community gatherings during the seasons. In the year 2023, I am excited to say that we are still doing just that, continuing the tradition. My fair is rooted in agriculture and there are numerous growth opportunities. Our fair book has grown from a tiny 4-page pamphlet in 1924 to a volume of over 300 pages this past year. Everyone can find something that plays to their interests. Our FFA chapter hosts a scavenger hunt for elementary students, while students from the high school manage the food stands and help with setup and cleanup. Countless senior citizens enter baked goods and quilts into contests. One of my favorite pieces of the fair is the hundreds upon hundreds of entries. Our fair is an outlet for any and all creativity to come to life. The tall brown building lines tables filled with artwork and crafts. There are contests for photography, paintings, Lego building, bouquets, and anything else under the sun. Ultimately, the West Lampeter Fair is built on its citizens and those who make it up. Some might be opposed to the lack of rides and attractions, but I see a certain beauty in this. Our fair is not centered on technology, but rather on togetherness. As you travel around the fairgrounds, you can hear the laughter of family and generations coming together. That sense of community has drawn me back year after year and will continue to do so for as long as I am able. I hope you will consider attending this year's West Lampeter Community Fair with me. The speech you just heard was titled, "Why You Should Come to My Fair," or the prompt for the 2024 Pennsylvania State Fair Queen Contest. Good evening, the esteemed judges, amazing community members who stand before me today. My name is Sarah Blount. 11 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days ago, I stood on this very stage before my friends, family, fellow students, community members, and a whole bunch of strangers. As I ran for West Lampeter Community Fair Queen, I emphasized the importance of music and agriculture, and I was given the honor of serving as your 2023 Fair Queen. This past year has been filled with countless memories, friendships, and experiences that I will carry with me for years to come. I started off in September judging contests and handing out awards to deserving livestock showmen at the fair. I witnessed my fellow FFA members display their year-long annual animal raising venture. I then attended events that I never even thought I would have enjoyed. The baby parade was easily a favorite. The adorable smiling faces and clever costuming made it a very difficult event to score. I witnessed tractor games, delicious food, and had the opportunity to meet the current state fair queen. As the year progressed, I began to prepare for the state contest, and in January, I attended the 2024 Pennsylvania State Fair Convention. As I stayed in the Hershey Lodge, I met with 57 other contestants who proudly represented their counties. I spent the week competing with an introduction, interview, speech, and eventually the pageant. Although I did not win the crown, I walked away with something better, friendships that would last a lifetime. That week brought 58 strangers together and united them with our passion for agriculture in our communities. As Fair Queen, I gained experiences and opportunities, sure. I walked in the Halloween parade and rode in the Memorial Day parade with my friend and alternate, Sydney Albright. And while those moments were beyond special, the most important thing I gained was confidence. Confidence to stand before you today and reflect on this past year. Confidence to run for Miss Freshman of the illustrious Howard University and compete in my first ever HBCU pageant this coming Wednesday. And that confidence will last me a lifetime. To the contestants sitting behind me, good job. Whether you win or not, you put in the work, you made it here. To the judges, I do not envy this very difficult decision you have to make tonight. I appreciate your time and effort you put in to making this contest so great. To my family and friends, I value your support more than you'll ever know. And to my community, thank you. Thank you for letting me serve you. West Lampeter, I am your 2023 Fair Queen, Sarah Blount. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you. Please give our 2023 West Lampeter Fair Queen one more round of applause. Tonight we'll be crowning the 67th West Lampeter Fair Queen. The Queen program began in 1958 as the Livestock Queen competition. This changed in 1964 to the Fair Queen. The program has changed throughout the years. It began with a crown made out of cardboard and tinfoil and a ride on a wagon with a sash and tiara and an opportunity to compete at the state level to represent fairs, agriculture, and communities across the state. The program has received recognition at the state fair level. The West Lampeter Community Fair Queen program is honored to have the 2002 and 2012 Pennsylvania State Fair Queens, the 2005 alternate PA State Fair Queen, and 2003 and 2020 PA Fair State Fair Queen top 5 finalists. You will meet some of them later this evening. At this evening's event is the start of the 100th year celebration. Return tomorrow for the antique tractor pull and baby parade at 6 p.m., followed by the pedal tractor pull competition for all ages beginning at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, we ask that you gather and bring your fair entries from 1 to 9 and join us at Lampeter Got Talent contest right here at the arena from 5 to 9 p.m. On Wednesday through Friday, we will host activities each day, including the tractor games on Wednesday, the barnyard chase on Thursday, and we'll end the week with the all-Western horse show on Friday. Don't forget that our famous fair food will be available all week. We hope you come hungry and leave happy. If the judges, we're going to hope that they are tabulating away. They have a very difficult job. There were 14 excellent contestants, and they have to narrow it down to our top 5. So we're anxiously awaiting to get the results for the top 5 candidates who will be moving on to the second round of the competition. Little fair history trivia for you. The first West Lampeter Fair was held October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in 1924 at West Lampeter High School. This was also the current site of the West Lampeter Township building. As Sarah had previously shared, the first premium book was printed on just 4 sheets of paper. Today it's a lot more than that, but I don't know what the total number is. The first dairy judging was held in 1925 fair, and in 1928 the Guernsey Calf Club and swine judging began. The fair has incorporated in 1929 and operated with 13 directors. In 1930 the fair officially became the community fair at West Lampeter High School. State aid was received in 1931, and tents were erected to house dairy animals and commercial displays. The county horse show, pitching, and band concerts were held at the Lampeter Fire Company Band and performed in 1932 and 1933. Looks like the judges may have our top 5. We have our top 5 semifinalists. In no particular order, we would ask that our semifinalists report to the stage. Our top 5 for 2024, contestant number 11, Kira Smecker. Contestant number 10, Layla Geip. Contestant number 3, Ava Immel. Contestant number 5, Emma Williams. And our final contestant, contestant number 13, Mackenzie Westerland. At this time, the last 4 candidates, please exit the stage. Kira, please stay on stage. We're transitioning now to our second round question. Each candidate will be presented the same question, but all candidates who are not on stage will be off stage in a soundproof booth, so they're not able to hear the other contestants' response. So please bear with us for a moment or two as we transition for our first candidate, Kira Smecker, and our second round question. Just give us a moment or two, please. Some more fair trivia while we wait. In 1936, we brought baby beef, purebred livestock, commercial tomato exhibits, and athletic events to the fair. By 1940, there were 31 directors, a 20-mule team show, and a community play. In 1945, the board increased to 45 directors, to which it still has today. It's amazing. Please give a round of applause for our 45 community fair directors. Between 1949 and 1974, there was a growth and expansion of the program and facilities. The Western Horse Show was started in 1952, and the Baby Parade started in 1973 by the Willis Street Women's Club. In 1974, the firehouse was built, and for a period of time, the basement of the firehouse and the West Lampeter High School was used for exhibits. Between 1975 and 1999, the open floor pavilion, pole barn, and sales arena and metal display pavilion were constructed. Looks like we are good to go. We're going to move into our second round of questions. Kira, please report to the microphone. As I stated previously, all 5 candidates will receive the exact same question. Here we go. Your second round question, Kira. If your fair board or local government is considering reducing the fair budget, what reasons would you provide to the board as to why they should keep funding the West Lampeter Fair?
The West Lampeter Fair is not only a place where animals are shown or where you can go to a milkshake stand, but it is a place of community. Growing up, I always entered my cookies in the fair, as well as even some of my artwork one year. Although I may have lacked an oat content, a flour content, and definitely some of the artistic ability that second grade me thought I had, one thing that I absolutely never lacked was the feeling of encouragement and community behind me. The Lampeter Fair is a place of community and endless support from the people around you when you come together and show your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you, Kira. Contestant number 10, Layla Gipe, report to the stage. Layla, if your fair board or local government is considering reducing the fair budget, what reasons would you provide to the board as to why they should keep funding the West Lampeter Fair?
The fair is not just about rides or different categories of things. It's about the community and the people that work together to make this what it is. It is so important to everyone around here to be here every single year to enjoy the tractor pulls and the animal shows and the Fair Queen pageant, of course. I think it would be a devastation to the Lancaster community to take this away from us, and I think that's why we need to keep the fair with the budget it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Layla. Contestant number 3, Ava Immel, please report to the stage. Ava, if your fair board or local government is considering reducing the fair budget, what reasons would you provide to the board as to why they should keep funding the West Lampeter Fair?
In 1924 was the first official year of the West Lampeter Fair. But it wasn't here. It started all the way in the high school. I would lead them to believe that our history funded what we have now. Inside the high school, we started with vocational tech students who came and they showcased their projects from the whole year. By showcasing the work we have here, showcasing the student efforts, the diligentness, and the different work they put into all their projects, that is what the fair stands on. Our community will come together to showcase how much we love one another and how much we care for what we have. To that board of directors or the government, I would share our story, but not only that. I'd be their own personal tour guide as I take them through our fair, through the livestock barns, as I share the stories of the animals who live there, as well as the exhibit tents and different vendors that are here as well. Everyone at the fair has a story, and I believe that it's our opportunity and our time to actually share that story and share to these people why our fair matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Ava. Contestant number 5, Emma Williams, please report to the stage.
Okay. She'll stay here. Okay. Well, let's go. Don't go get the car from here. We won't. We're going to be I don't see her. Want to stay there? Yeah, she's over here. Oh, here we go.
Emma, if your fair board or local government is considering reducing the fair budget, what reasons would you provide to the board as to why they should keep funding the West Lampeter Fair?
I would tell them they should continue to fundraise the fair because it is a sense of community. Every single year, everybody is so excited to come to the fair, and I think if they would stop fundraising, it would be a very bad, it would be a tragedy for the community, and a lot of people would be upset about a lot of people would be upset about the loss of the fair. There is so much that goes into the fair, and so many memories that are made, and so many people that have their companies come out and gain recognition. Many people and farmers come out and show their work, and I just think that if they would stop fundraising, it would take away something from the community that should live on forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Our final contestant number 13, Mackenzie Westerland, please report to the stage. Mackenzie, if your fair board or local government is considering reducing the fair budget, what reasons would you provide to the board as to why they should keep funding the West Lampeter Fair?
I would tell them to think about 100 years ago when the fair was over at the high school and it was just students showcasing their projects and everything that they accomplished in school. I would remind them of how we now can have that come from any age group, whether you're little and you're creating a little picture, or you're older and you're making a quill, or you're growing vegetables, and also with the livestock, whether you've worked so hard all year long to provide that animal to the fair. For example, with the sunflower contest for our 1st through 6th graders, seeing the look on their faces with the smiles of how big their sunflowers grew should be reason enough to keep that budget. Thank you.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you, candidates. Please give the top 5 semifinalists one more round of applause. Please join me in welcoming the West Lampeter Community Fair Director, Mrs. Janae McMichael. She's going to be introducing all of the former queens that are in attendance this evening. Please give Mrs. McMichael a round of applause.
Good evening. It is exciting to introduce to you over 30 ladies who have served the West Lampeter Community Fair as a livestock or fair queen over the years. Please join me in welcoming these individuals back to the fair. From 1958, Cynthia Landis Axe. Cynthia resides locally and was the first livestock queen. She remembers being driven around the arena on a farm wagon. From 1959, Ruth Ann Meyer Harnish. Ruth was the second Lampeter Fair livestock queen. She says that she is glad that they changed the title name. She recalls learning the type and number of livestock that was on display at the fair, and having to be able to answer any questions pertaining to it during the competition. Her and her husband winter in Florida and spent time at their Potter County cabin. From 1960, Linda Whitmer Good. Linda traveled from Florida to join us. She was selected as livestock queen as a 14-year-old sophomore. Linda recalls a fair memory of winning the Little Pig Calling contest in 1963. Her niece was crowned the 1996 Fair Queen. 1961, Eloise Denlinger High. Eloise resides in Lancaster County. She remembers they were given a list of questions regarding the fair, such as who had won the Grand Champion steer. She says candidates were judged by their knowledge of the fair, not their talent. Her crown was made by FFA members out of cardboard. 1964, Carol Hess Diffenbach. Carol lives locally. She says this fair is a really special place. She remembers coming to the fair in a snowsuit as a child. 1968, Donna Hess Jones. Donna resides outside of Millersville. Her favorite memory as a fair queen was helping in the milkshake stand. She says she loves everything about our fair. 1971, Cindy Hess Petersheim. Cindy recalls a memorable moment as queen when she had the privilege to work with her mother in the milkshake stand promoting dairy. She hasn't been back to the fair for over 30 years. We're glad to have her with us tonight. 1972, Deborah Hess Butterworth. Deborah resides in Lancaster County. She was raised on a dairy farm south of Strasburg and showed cows at the Lampeter Fair. The fair was one of the biggest social affairs of the fall season. She says the Lampeter Fair still holds a special place in her heart. 1973, Kathy Good. Kathy lives in York County. She has 5 children. She will celebrate the 100th fair by attending and is proud that she lived in Lampeter and that the fair continues. 1974, Kim Hess Pellman. Kim resides locally. She has 5 grandchildren that attend LS. She loves going to the Lampeter Fair every September. She really appreciates the fact that the fair doesn't change over the years. It's a real farmer's fair. 1978, Kim Herr Wingert. Kim lives in Lancaster County selling real estate. Kim's memorable moment as a queen was when her best friend, Sandy Haversick, was runner-up. She says it was a fun night. 1981, Ruth Glick Rainier. Ruth resides in Lancaster County. She was honored to be part of the competition and selected as queen. She enjoys bringing her grandchildren to the fair and celebrating community. They always enjoy the horse show. 1983, Donna Rohr Root. Donna lives in Lebanon County. She is looking forward to the 100th year, coming back to the fair and reminiscing about this celebration. She's been living out of the area due to her husband's military career for more than 30 years. 1984, Jessica Schaub-Meyer. Jessica resides locally and is an auctioneer. 1986, Michelle Keeley Flint. Michelle lives in Lancaster County. She enjoyed participating in the state competition, and while there, she met a lot of great people. 1987, Judy Rohr Hostetter. Judy resides in Oxford and has 14 grandchildren. She looks forward to the 100th fair because, just like all the other years, she'll enjoy seeing friends, the exhibits, and can't forget the fair french fries. She says thanks to all that make the fair happen. 1988, Donna Shoemate Bittler. Donna resides locally as a school nurse. Donna's most memorable moment as a queen was having to crawl over a fence in a skirt to be in the ring while the pigs were being auctioned. She valued the opportunities it gave to speak to several groups, including a preschool, and to represent our community at the state pageant. 1992, Sherry Hess Jenkins. Sherry lives in the LS district. She recalls being there when the animals were auctioned off in the state fair queen competition. She will spend the 100th fair in the commercial exhibit tents with her business, Jenkins Travel. 1993, Shelby Grable Nauman. Shelby resides locally. Her memorable moment was having her good friend, Sherry Hess, crowning her as queen and getting to meet a lot of people that she would not have otherwise met. She said the fair is such an amazing event, showcasing the talent and deep agricultural roots of our community, while uniting us as neighbors and inspiring volunteerism. She can't imagine our community without it. (1994) Roselle Groft Horse. Roselle resides in the LS District. Her favorite memories of being queen were congratulating the FFA livestock winners. They did and still do work diligently for months with their animals. Roselle is a cancer survivor and is excited that the community that raised her, this one, the one that is celebrating 100 years, this community that carried her family through some dark days. From her faith family to her LS family, she says thank you. (1998) Andrea Diller. Andrea resides locally with her husband and 2 children. She's looking forward to the 100th to spend it with her family. 2000. Shanna Charles. Shanna resides in Washington, D.C. As queen, her memorable moment was seeing how excited her little brother was that she was fair queen. Shanna is looking forward to this year of bringing her husband to share the favorite part of her childhood with him, the fair. 2001. Jacqueline Pratt Took. Jacqueline lives in Washington, D.C. As a Pennsylvania State Fair Queen, she says she remembers traveling the state with former Secretary of Agriculture Sam Hayes and seeing the diversity of agriculture across the state. She is a career educator but studied agricultural sciences in college partly due to her experiences as a fair queen. 2005. Katie Austin Ducker. Katie resides in Allegheny County. Katie's memorable moment is getting cornered by a pig during the auction. She also loves spending time in the chick pen with the elementary students. 2006. Kelsey Smith Gibbs. Kelsey lives in Mannheim. Her most enjoyable moment as queen was interacting and encouraging little girls, both at the fair and various events throughout the year. She's expecting her 7th child in the coming weeks. She looks forward to celebrating the 100th with her family and drinking a milkshake. 2011, Joanne Brubaker-Kerner. Joanne resides in Chester County. She says representing our fair at the state convention, winning the state title, and getting to travel around Pennsylvania as a Pennsylvania Fair Queen was absolutely a transformative experience. She loved getting to brag about how amazing West Lampeter is and convincing people to come to our fair and witness the mud, manure, and milkshakes for themselves. She would be remiss not to say a heartfelt thank you for the honor of representing you as the West Lampeter Community Fair Queen and the PA State Fair Queen. 2013, Caitlin Lapp Williams. Caitlin lives in Virginia. Her most memorable moment as queen was riding in the Strasburg Memorial Day Parade with her 2 little cousins, and they waved excitedly at the crowds. She is excited to show her 9-month-old daughter the Lampeter Fair. 2016, McKenna Kimmel. McKenna resides in Philadelphia, working in business development and her own business to rework and upcycle collegiate clothing for game days. McKenna's highlight of being queen was seeing the baby parade. This year she'll celebrate by eating all of her favorite fair foods and by looking through the art exhibits. 2017, Megan Mellinger. Megan lives in southern Lancaster County. Her most memorable moment was participating in the tractor games as Fair Queen. Her brother was competing and some thought it would be great for her to compete against him. Another offered up their tractor for her to use. While she lost, it's still one of her favorite memories, watching the tractor games from inside the arena and seeing the camaraderie of those competing. 2018, Katrina Herrera. Katrina resides locally. She works in digital marketing, specializing in health and science. The year she was Fair Queen, it rained for the entirety of the fair. She'll never forget all those loads of mulch and stone and how the community came together, despite the mud and cold, to support our fair that year. For the 100th, she'll be watching the horse show with the classic West Lampeter Fair milkshake and burger in hand. 2019, Jessica Herr. Jessica resides locally. She was a top 5 finalist at the State Fair Queen contest. After her year as Fair Queen, she served as a Pennsylvania FFA state officer and a national FFA officer, continuing to advocate for the agricultural industry and the community we find within it. She is looking forward to the 100th, to be alongside 3 generations of family members, of grandpa, parents, and sister, who volunteer and work hard to make it the best week of the year possible. 2020, Julie Stinson. Julie is a senior at Westchester University. Her memorable moment is meeting 2 little girls who called her a real princess. Julie participated in the state contest virtually, and she has never missed a West Lampeter fair. 2021, Brooke Smith. Brooke attends Westchester University. As Queen, she especially loved being a part of the Sunflower competition and the baby parade. Being with the little kids and preschool classes made her time as Fair Queen extra special. She has been attending this fair since she was a child, so it is wonderful to have the privilege of celebrating its 100th anniversary. 2022, Kara Knapp. Kira is an Honors College nursing student at Westchester University. She is looking forward to celebrating the 100th fair by bringing her friends home from college and sharing this experience with them. Will you join me in welcoming back all of these queens? I'll now invite Dr. Ben Feeney back to the podium for a special announcement.
This highlight right here of bringing all the former queens out really is a great celebration as to why this is a special community fair. And there's 67 years of the Fair Queen competition and the Livestock Queen competition. We're honored to have them here with us this evening. So please give them one more round of applause. There's just a few more trivia pieces that I need to share before we finalize and share tonight's winner. There was an expansion in the yesterday's farm equipment, antique tractors, and the grandma and grandpa exhibits that added much interest to the fair. The commercial exhibits have increased to 4 different tents throughout the years. The addition of the Youth Encouragement Awards have encouraged youth of the community to exhibit many entries. And don't forget the petting zoo, obviously, which was a highlight for many of our former queens. And tonight, they added the community hymn sing recently, which was a great addition to celebrate for this evening's event. So again, we thank you for preparing the trivia for this evening's event. It was a great look back on the history of the West Lampeter Community Fair. I think our judges are ready. I'm going to go grab the announcement of the podium. We're almost ready, just another moment. Got to leave everybody in suspense. So thank you all for attending the 67th annual West Lampeter Fair Queen competition this evening. I want to encourage everyone to return for the rest of the week for the 100th West Lampeter Community Fair. As we continue to kick off the agricultural community celebration, we hope that you enjoy the fireworks display later this evening, after the crowning of the Queen. And now the moment that you have been waiting for. I would ask that all Fair Queen semifinalists please stand for the special announcement of our alternate and Queen. Go ahead, give them a round of applause. And your 2024 West Lampeter Community Fair Queen alternate is contestant number 13, Mackenzie Westerland. Congratulations, Mackenzie. She's ready to take her throne, but we're going to stand a little bit longer. All right. And your 2024 West Lampeter Community Fair Queen is contestant number 3, Ava Immel. Congratulations, Ava. Ava, Mackenzie, can you please come to the center of the trailer? Stage, excuse me. Apologize. One more round of applause for our 2024 West Lampeter Community Fair Queen, alternate, and all contestants. Please hold. There's supposed to be a very special event in about 10 seconds. Thank you for the countdown, kids. I apologize. It's a little bit out of my control. I was hoping it was going to be 10 seconds, but it's a little bit longer. So I guess I'm going to ruin the surprise. If you're going to look that way, there's going to be a fireworks display here momentarily. Our timing was a little off. So we appreciate everyone coming out this evening for the 67th annual West Lampeter Fair Queen competition and starting to kick off the 100th anniversary of the West Lampeter Community Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the competition and you enjoyed